100 make the best content, right? And basically you was endorsing what he was doing. You agree with that?
No, I'm not endorsing what he's doing. Let's get that straight.
Oh, okay. So
let's get that straight. I don't endorse what he's doing.
That's how it came out.
No. That's how you may have interpreted it.
Okay.
No, that wasn't how it meant. No. He makes the best content as far as with these new rappers and the new shit going on. I've been going since 1993 to 2020. So if I want to know what's going on, I listen to Wack 100. But then in the meantime, I listen to Wack 100. I got to decipher through the bullshit that comes with Wack 100 because he's an entertainer. You understand? But he do know facts and he ride. You understand? Wack knows what's going on, my nigga. Niggas calling him, I'm seeing it, I'm watching it. You can't take that from him. I don't care who, whatever. But at the same time, he put a 10 on the 2. But he's an entertainer. That's what they do. But as a gangster, I know how to read through the bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm never
my thing is just fuck all that.
Get to it.
My bro don't like to be in the mix of shit, right?
All right, go ahead, get to it.
Wack 100 is a rat 100 to me. He's a rat 100. And it's all coming out. It's coming into fruition about this nigga, right? So I'm not gonna say nothing about his good qualities.
No, but what you saying is coming to fruition. But until there's proof, it's not out there.
It's out there. The proof is there.
Listen what I'm saying. YouTube is not the proof for me.
No, YouTube is not the proof.
Yeah.
His voice is the proof.
Yeah.
That's right.
But first I wanted to ask you, do you all right, let's put it like this.
Put it any way you want.
Put it like this. Somebody come to Unique Mecca Audio.
Yeah.
He said, yo, I'm working with the feds, but bro, I'm sorry to break your heart, but I'm working with the feds.
Yo, family, no disrespect, but you know, we don't have that around here.
Right.
So
Okay.
So take that over there.
Good.
Shut them down.
You
right?
Right off the way.
That's what I wanted you to do. Right.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Now.
That's how I was raised to do.
Okay. So we got that straight, YouTube, because I wanted him to protect his brand. So
I don't
obviously,
protect brand. I'm just being what I am.
When he was saying,
and then I become the brand. I was who I am before the brand. They made me Unique the brand.
No, but
I was unique when Shaft knew me.
Look,
you know what I mean?
I'm getting street calls from the streets talking about you, so I'm saying protect your brand because the way you said it.
But you got people that look for things to just.
No.
No, I'm not saying who's calling you. I'm just letting you know what I noticed about YouTube.
Right,
I'm just coming, so I may be wrong.
All
so
right.
This is my interpretation.
Okay, so let me go to paperwork. Victim number 1. Right?
And
the Henley case, in the Eugene Henley case with the
This is my big you?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, son. If I'm asking, so I'm riding with you.
Okay. He called Wack 100. This is coming from Wack. This is not internet.
I'm listening. I'm not cutting off. I don't know.
He called Wack 100 and he said, I'm working with the feds. Now, according to
y'all heard this tape? I'm just asking. I'm just asking, family.
He said it. This come from Wack's audio?
I don't know.
This comes from Wack saying.
Wack
I'm trying to
saying
understand
it.
something.
Yeah. What I'm telling you
Wack
is
said who called him?
The guy, the rap nigga that's working with the feds.
That's working with the feds. Victim number 1, the dispensary guy.
Okay. That's the black dude.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so he said that he called him.
Yeah, they call him Monster.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So he calls him in October to let Wack know I'm working with the feds.
Mm-hmm.
I seen your reaction. Wack didn't have that reaction. Mm-hmm. You know what Wack's reaction was?
What?
He calls Luce Cannon. And he puts Luce Cannon on a 3-way with the dude who just told him he's working with the police.
Mm-hmm.
Then he says, now, looking at hindsight, Luce fucked up because looking back at it, yeah, his phone had to be tapped. So
talking about the dude that was working with the feds, phone had to be tapped.
Yeah. So and they was telling a lot. They was talking a lot. They was talking real freely. So that's where Luce fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So
they all talk free, too free. That's what I see the problem is. But like I said, I don't judge no man. If you could sleep with yourself after that, that's on you. But finish what you're saying.
Right. So when you said what you said, and I'm just telling you meant it. I want to clear up your words, right? Because you got a gangster channel, you represent yourself as a gangster. That's awareness to me. That's self-awareness.
Exactly.
Okay. So I'm like, okay, so you can't endorse what this dude is doing.
I'm not endorsing what he's doing. The dude, when he speaks facts and he break down what happened with the Young Thug case and this case, a lot of that to me is dry snitching. I'm just keeping it 100. A lot of that to me is dry snitching. But that's YouTube, and they look at that as entertainment. I wouldn't do none of that. You understand? A lot of that he do, I wouldn't do.
Because I didn't see you bust your gavel. I see you bust your gavel all the time. Rat, facet, flip flop win. You didn't do that with Wack. So I said, why he didn't do that?
No, I didn't do that because I haven't seen any paperwork.
Okay.
Of what he did.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen any paperwork. When I see paperwork, then they get it. But until then, even Meech, I'm gonna tell you straight up, right? This shit with Meech. Meech couldn't walk on. I'm getting a camera. Meech couldn't walk on no penitentiary yard if they was questioning if he had any type of third-party corporation that y'all try to defend out here. And I'm not calling Meech a rat, but I'm letting you know that he'll be labeled a rat in the prison. Y'all got different terminology, pulling strings and playing games. But bottom line, all that third party, your name ain't supposed to get caught up in nothing with no rat. That's why you don't deal with no rat. When he found out Tammy was a rat, he should have got away from Tammy. Now, when did 50 know that Tammy was a rat? And then even now he knows she's a rat. Why is 50 still dealing with Tammy? So this is what we're dealing with, and I call that YouTube entertainment, and I can't judge it because it was here before me. Like Shaft said, he was doing it before me. So he's the one that helps me with a lot of this. So that's YouTube bullshit. But on my gangster shit, I'm not on that. But until I see paperwork, I can't give nobody that. I'm praying that Meech ain't right, but I'm telling you, all that shit look fugazi, Meech. All that shit look fugazi. You got a broad with you, caught your man, put your man on. All that shit is fugazi, my nigga.
The one thing I like about your channel, you do give that leeway and leave that space. And that's one thing I respected you as an older, we call you guys OGs now, but I just see you as experienced street people because I said, okay, he's not automatically convicting me. He's giving him some room.
Gotta give him room to breathe because you don't know if the broad Tammy's just mad now.
Yes.
A woman scorned is the worst thing. Even R. Kelly they got for 30 years locked up. That was a lot of mothers scorned. The mothers gave their children away, which was against the law and a violation of morality.
Yes.
They gave their children away.
They gave them. I
They reaped the
case.
benefits from R. Kelly. And then when they felt it was beneficial, they flipped on them and said, oh, I didn't know this and I didn't know that. And R. Kelly's sitting in jail.
Right, that's what happened. Yes.
And for violating young children, he deserved to sit in jail. So let's get that straight.
You know what I mean?
But the mothers should have been in jail too for giving up them kids to what they call an old pervert now to get $2 on a lawsuit. I'm just keeping it 100. That's why I don't go on nobody's show. I only deal with men like this. That I could be me and just let it be known what it is. You understand? Until I see paperwork on rap, once I see paperwork on anybody, where I see it, now I know gunshots to the rat bastards flip-flop way in the public. But until then, like the courts even say, you know, you're innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, there's a doubt if Tammy is mad at Meech. There's a doubt as far as what's going on with Wack because I've seen Wack do a lot of things too. That's why I love his content. I'm still defend his content. You know what I mean? But that don't mean I agree with his content. Let me get that straight. But I'm watching it.
Yeah, I think that's the confusing part.
Yeah, no, but I don't want them to get confused if I say it out my mouth in front of y'all.
So you saying it like
yeah.
I don't agree with R. Kelly does, but I fucks with his music though.
My nigga. And that's what I'm saying.
Like I fucks with R. Kelly.
And that's the same thing that I'm saying.
I don't fuck with his decisions that he making. That's how you saying it?
Exactly. And that's it.